As the primary market heats up in early 2026, Bharat Coking Coal Limited, BCCL, has emerged as one of the most closely tracked public issues of the year. On day 2 of bidding, the IPO continued to gather pace, reflecting growing investor confidence in the state-owned coal producer and its role in India's industrial backbone. From retail investors to high-net-worth individuals, demand remained consistently strong, positioning the issue as a potential standout listing in the current IPO cycle. By the end of the second day, the Bharat Coking Coal IPO witnessed healthy oversubscription, with non-institutional and retail categories leading the charge. This steady inflow of bids suggests that investors are not merely chasing listing gains but are also responding positively to the company's fundamentals and strategic relevance. Market participants noted that subscription levels improved throughout the day, indicating sustained interest rather than a short-lived spike. Adding to the excitement, Bharat Coking Coal shares continued to command a strong grey market premium, GMP. Unofficial market trends suggest that investors are expecting a meaningful upside when the stock eventually lists on the exchanges. While grey market activity is not an official indicator, it often reflects prevailing sentiment, and in BCCL's case, sentiment has remained firmly positive since the issue opened. The Bharat Coking Coal IPO is priced in the range of 21 Indian rupees to 23 Indian rupees per share and is entirely an offer for sale, OFS, by the promoter, Coal India Limited. As a result, the company will not receive fresh capital from the issue, but the listing will unlock value and broaden public participation. The IPO is scheduled to close on January 13, 2026, with allotment expected shortly thereafter. Shares are likely to make their stock market debut on January 16, 2026, subject to final approvals. BCCL plays a critical role in India's steel supply chain as a major producer of coking coal, an essential raw material for steel manufacturing. With infrastructure development and industrial demand continuing to rise, investors see long-term relevance in the company's operations. Investor interest in the Bharat Coking Coal IPO is being strengthened by the company's strong lineage under Coal India, a Maharatna public sector enterprise that brings with it credibility, scale, and operational stability. Its strategic role within India's energy and steel ecosystem further enhances its appeal, as coking coal continues to be an indispensable like, subscribe and get notified of new video. Infrastructure activity. These fundamentals have positioned the IPO as an attractive opportunity for investors seeking exposure to core industrial sectors. However, market observers caution that strong fundamentals and positive sentiment should be balanced with realistic expectations. Grey market premiums, while useful as sentiment indicators, are inherently volatile, and actual post-listing performance will ultimately be shaped by broader market conditions, commodity price cycles, and evolving policy dynamics. As with any public issue, investors are advised to align their decisions with their individual risk appetite and investment horizon rather than relying solely on short-term indicators. Looking ahead, with just one day of bidding remaining, the Bharat Coking Coal IPO is expected to close on a firm footing if current momentum continues. A strong overall subscription could pave the way for an actively tracked listing later this month. For now, the signal from the market is clear. Confidence in Bharat Coking Coal remains intact as the IPO enters its final stretch.